All right, we're going to use order of operations to solve a couple of problems. Okay, so because these are addition and subtraction, we're going to do left to right. So 7 plus 3 gives me 10, and then 10 minus 3 gives me 7. So my answer is 7. All right, if I add those together, 12 plus 8 is 20, and then 20 minus 8 gives me 12. So I'm ending up, what's happening is I'm ending up with what I started with. Started with 12, ended with 12. The reason that is because we're adding one number and then turning around and taking it away. So this proves that the opposite of addition is subtraction. And if that is true, then what we can see is even when we put it in a variable, we should be able to figure out the answer. So if I have m and I add 8, but I turn around and take away 8 right away, then I'm left with that m, okay? If I have x and I add 5, but yet take that 5 right back away, I'm left with x, okay? That information is going to be helpful when we are solving one-step equations. So let's look at a couple of problems. So here we go. When we're looking at these, here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to mentally go, oh, well, that answer is 5, okay? I want you to be an algebra student, and an algebra student was going to show that the opposite of adding 4 would be take away 4, okay? In algebra, if I take away 4 from one side, I have to balance that equation and take it from the other side. So now look, I've done it to both sides. All right, over here, I'm left with just m because I added 4 but took it right back away. So I'm left with m, and then 9 minus 4 is 5. Okay, this is how I'm expecting to see your work. This is what an algebra student would do. Okay, look at this one. I have k plus 17 equals 30. Well, the opposite of adding 17 is subtracting 17. If I subtract 17 from one side, I have to subtract 17 from the other side. Over here, I'm left with just k. And over here, I'm going to do my subtraction. So I'm left with 13. So k equals 13. Again, I balance my equation. All right. This one, it has 81 first and s second. That doesn't matter. Still, I'm adding 81 to s. So the opposite of adding 81 is subtract 81. If I subtract 81 on one side, I must do that on the other side. Over here, I'm left with just s, and then 3 take away 1 is 2, 9 take away 8 is 1, so s is equal to 12. Again, I balance my equation, and I'm expecting to see that as from you as well. Okay, here, the variable is on the right side of the equal sign. That's not going to change my approach at all. I still am going to do the opposite of what's there. So the opposite of adding 16 is subtracting 16. If I subtract 16 on this side, then I've got to subtract 16 on this side. Over here, I'm left with just x. Over here, when I subtract, I get 199. Okay? So you must balance your equation. Okay? That's how you learn how to solve equations.